Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. In this video, I'm going to be setting up and hand lettering the week of March 21st through the 27th in my big, lovely letters planner. We are learning the letter L today, so now we begin a series of ascending letters. So let's get started. I'm going to do another blue and yellow spread. I was at the grocery store the other day and they had the most gorgeous bouquets of mini sunflowers, mini being like this big as opposed to like huge ones that actually had the sunflower seeds. So I've just had those on my mind and lots of Ukraine. And so I went through my stash and I found this roll of yellow. They're flakies. They're individual stickers. I got this a long time ago at Walmart. I don't think they carry anything like this anymore. And I found these blue petals. I know I got these petals at Joann's a while back. They were with the Park Lane stuff. And last time I was there, it's been a while, but last time I was there, they still had them. I think the yellow ones will work. I don't know if these are a little on the purple side, so we'll see. And then last but not least, I have this roll of washi tape with these giant flowers. This is an actual roll of washi tape. I got these from AliExpress. And it's, like I said, it's an actual roll, but what I'll do is I'll cut these apart and use them individually. So let's get started. I'm going to start with this roll of Simply Gilded washi tape in this beautiful, like, variegated yellow, gold, almost orange with some gold. And then I'm going to go around the rest of the pages with the rest of this stuff. So I do have a link in the description box for $5 off a purchase of $15 or more from Simply Gilded if you sign up for their no spam newsletter. And she, as of the taping of this, had a mini release with some, if you grew up drinking Strawberry Quick chocolate milk and Strawberry Quick milk, she's got pink and brown milk that just is releasing within, I think, right before I'm taping this. Or I'm taping it right after I tape this, but right before it goes up on YouTube. So you will be able to get those if you want. I didn't have the perfect shade of blue for Ukraine flag colors, but I looked on the website, actually messaged her, and I think the yellow, I'm good for yellow, but I didn't have the right shade of blue. And she's definitely got some gorgeous blues, so I need to go through my swatch book and make sure I don't get any that I already have, because sometimes they look different on paper. So I will be right back. This half flower I'm not going to waste. I'm going to use it either at the very top or the very bottom of the spread. So, and then I will build out from there, maybe the very bottom. So I'm just going to cut these apart as well. Okay, well, I don't feel like I need any of these little individual petals. They're bigger than they look, actually. So I'm going to put these back on the roll and try to get Jazpur comfortable. Actually, I'm not ready to do that yet. Dude, you're like a wrecking ball. Let's get some bullet points and write in the assignments first. So I'm going to continue with these hearts. I just think they're so pretty. Let's see, I don't have blue. Let's go with these. So I'm just gonna go every other. Okay, and then assignments. We have on the 21st, we're gonna do the letter L. And then we're going to do a couple words with L at the beginning. So we have love. You get to do your V again until you love it. Luna. And then we'll put a double L in the middle with allow. And a W there. And then Friday the 25th, we have Colt. So this one will be interesting because we're going to put an L right next to a T. And you're going to want to leave enough space to cross your T, but also make it look like it's separate from the L. So And then we're going to put the L at the very end with meal, good planner word, and tail. All right, so I will pick my pens. I'm going to go with a couple blues and a couple yellows. So I have 2 blue, 2 yellow, just like the Ukrainian flag, and I'll be back. Okay, so here are the pens I'm going to use. I'm using a lot of pens I don't use as often. I have the Weiss brand. Oops. It's the cap looks like a teal blue, but it's more of a dusty blue. And then I have the Piochoo. And the cap color is the dark blue, but it's actually even brighter. And then I have the Writech. There it is. And then I have the lighter of the 2 yellows, less mustardy, in the Pentel brush sign pen. So all of these I got off of Amazon. I have affiliate links for all of these in the description box of all my lettering videos so that you can find the correct pens. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with my ace drills. I chose not to do a calligraph this week because with the L, the ascender, I'm not going to have room to use the fat end anyway. So, so again, this is the Weiss brand. This is the German one. This is one of my newer ones. I got fatter as I went. This is why we warm up. Okay, so again, this is the Piochoo, which is kind of like, I feel like this is trying to be the generic Tombow Fudenosuke, but it's called Piochoo. I think it's Korean maybe. Next I have the Writech. And finally I have the Pentel. Hopefully we can see this. This is lighter than I usually use, but I wanted to get this nice light bright yellow on here. So let's have a deep dive look at the L. The ascender, L. The ascender stroke is the letter L and is used in making the letters B, D, H, L, and K. So it's different than the T, where we just started at the top and did a heavy down. In this case, we're going to start, at least if you do this version, you're going to start at the midline. That's where the dot is. Go light up, come around, and heavy down. And then, of course, you need to, even at the end, even like in the case of meal and tail, you're going to want to go ahead and finish with some kind of end or exit out of the L. That'll be your connector when it's at the beginning and in the middle, and it'll just be the end of the word there. So let's look at some alternates. I only pulled the alternates that looked a little bit different. So this is the Tombow Fudenosuke calligraphy pen free download worksheet. I have this linked. And here they're basically doing, there it is. They're with all of their letters, they don't have the slant. They stay more vertical, but they also are very kind of fat and bubbly. So you can see here the L, the top of the H, the top of the F, the top of the B. So I feel like this is a cohesive font, and you want to do the same thing with your style choice on what you end up with as well. For example, I wouldn't put this L or this skinny slanted L, you wouldn't want to put with this B. It just wouldn't look very good together. So kind of keep in mind, you're going to develop something that you're going to use as part of several letters. Here is the packaged kit from Crayola Calligraphy, and so they're doing much skinnier, partially slanted, but they're not starting at the midpoint. They're coming way down. So that is an option. And then let's see what the Calligraphy Made Easy book has. So we have very similar. to what we've got in the Happy Planner, just a little bit less of a slant. But you can see they're starting at midline, coming around and down, and then they have the connector tail. And then for alternates, H-I-J-K, yeah, there is not an alternate. But again, you can see where they would be going with it because it is that portion of a K, that portion of the H, that portion of the B. So they're just, instead of making a straight slant, they're making it very, very curved. There. So just some options. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on the L. So starting at the midline, light up, heavy down, light up for the tail. And that's really all there is to it. It's pretty simple. But if you wanted to, you can make it super fat and curved, which I don't really care for. It looks almost like a capital C that way. I like keeping the clear slant on mine. I also don't like the vertical ones either. I definitely like the slant. And you don't have to decide, right? Sometimes when I see it by itself, I like it one way, and when I see it in a word, I like it a different way. So it's never too late to change your mind, and it's never too late to have an oops or an accident in the way you do your L, and it just strikes you and you love it, and that oops becomes then what you want to keep. So Kitty's making an appearance today, huh? I think I'm gonna have to stop and feed them lunch. Yeah, that's quite the shadow we got going on there, Jazpur. Okay, I'm going to feed everybody lunch and I'll be right back. All right, lunch has been served, so hopefully we can get through the rest of this. Can really fit a lot of L's on a page. All right, let's try our first word, love. So I'm throwing the V back at you again this week right away. There we go. Looks pretty good. My L's a little too slanted, I think, but otherwise I like it. It's easy to read. Let's try Luna. Naturally it would be lunar, but we don't know the R yet, so Luna it is. Luna. I like it. Again, I think my L might just be a little too slanted. Such a pretty color combo. Is anybody else saying Luna Lovegood in their head from Harry Potter? Just me? Okay. I'm turning my paper too far, I think. That's part of why my L is so slanted. Alright, let's try a double L in the middle. Allow. So whatever slant you go with, consistency is going to be key. When you have a double letter in the middle of your word or anywhere in your word, having those two L's look as close to exactly the same as possible is what is going to really make it look good. Allow. And for those of you that have been struggling with your V's and W's, you can do this. You got this. Looks like allow to me. Cannot get over how much easier it is for me to see that pen on my screen than in real life because I have my lighting adjusted just right. Okay, let's try putting an L right next to the T. This first one, I'm not going to worry about the crossing of the T. I mean, I'm going to do it, but when I decide where to start my T, I'm just going to go for it, and then we'll adjust from there. It's a little close. It's a little close, but not too bad. So I'm gonna cross, I'm gonna make my L, try to make it a little less fat, and I'm gonna try to cross down a little bit lower where it already starts to taper in a little bit, and I think that'll help. Because if I put them too far apart, they're gonna look far apart, even after I cross the T, so. Hitting the sticker. I don't know what that is. That was a break in concentration due to a delivery truck stopping right outside my window but not coming to my house, darn it. Alright, let's put the L at the end of the word. So we have meal, which is going to be awesome for writing meal planning at some point. Meal. Okay, last but not least, tail. Just like you saw earlier in the video when both boys stopped by. Or it could be fluffy bunny tails with Easter. we have another T, but it's not right up against the L. Had to get an I in there somewhere. We can write the word latte now too. And with that, we made it. Let's put it in my planner. All right, there we go. There is our lowercase letter L for the week. Let me pull last year and see what L looked like a year ago. Oh, looks like a Colt. Colt is the same. We had lots of double L's last year. Lime, oh, I did love as well. There's love versus love. So here I hadn't learned the R, so I hadn't yet figured out that I needed to come out of the O super low. And again, then there's Colt versus Colt. So a year. I hope you guys are seeing some improvement in yours. That muscle memory should be pretty regular there for you, mostly developed now. So I hope you like this video. Keep tagging me. I love adding those to my stories. I love how that helps us support each other, that we're all still going. And hopefully if you're having trouble seeing someone else's struggles or successes, helps you with your own motivation and with your struggles and successes. So keep tagging me. This video is posting on, let's see, it's gonna post on Sunday the 20th, and so I should have April's letters. I'm targeting Wednesday, I think, to post April's words. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing and helping me spread the word. Thank you.